show because Nigeria, America, South Africa.
What?
You must go to school, okay? Until let's chill.
What up, Chaplin Chitters? It's your boy, Coach LJ, your supportive friend. Yes, and I'm with the one and only, my best friend, my business partner, my better half, my awesomeness, the one and only Lady Caesar. She is in the building. Ready to bring that fire like each and every week. You know she does. Yes, and so we like to jump right in with welcome to Sunday Funday, where we're all about learning, being informative, and having fun. So what's popular on this Sunday Funday, sweetheart?
We are in the education series. So today, like we promised, we're going to do Africa's top 10 countries.
Okay.
Africa's, like as a continent, top 10 countries with the best education systems. Please note, I didn't say with the best education. I said system.
System, yes.
Underline system.
Yes.
Okay, it means their structure.
Overall,
And how they, they conduct the education in general. But this may differ depending on where you get your sources. And this one actually, it's scholarly.com report.
Oh, so it's definitely it's a scholarly report. Yeah,
scholarly and also
it's no Wikipedia.
Right, and the World Education Forum also consulted 140 countries with 34 African nations to identify the best education system based on skills and development. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically based on skill and development of the education system.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And the source, bescholarly.com.
Yes. Meaning it's credible.
Right. All right. So we all know that the quality of education is actually key. It's a key ingredient towards an economic growth of any country.
Yes.
And we've seen, like even with the European countries, that the countries that are really up there, they're doing well economically.
That's true.
Although we've seen that also some countries which are doing great, like the United States, were not in the top 10. But that does not mean that their education system is very bad or bad, But it just means how their system is conducted, right? Because we've come to agree that...
No, I said they bad.
no, but based on your experience, I believe that. That's why people come to the United States, because the system, the education is okay.
It's okay.
I
agree, but I think the reason why America do well is not because of the education system. It's because people that buck against the education system. With their creative mind, we are very creative.
There's creativity everywhere in the world.
But I think the Bill Gates of the world, they don't limit themselves just through the education. They also do their homework outside of the education system in America. Like reading books, things like that.
I don't know.
they continue their education. If you just depend on...
This is everywhere in the world too, but I think what you want to say is...
Yes, please explain it to me.
What helps in the U.S. is the resources.
Okay,
because you've got countries who are doing brilliant, but the resources are not that great.
Yes.
But there are countries, are doing really great, but the resources are not that great.
Yes.
So that doesn't help their people to really be seen as great academics, if I can put it that way. Okay.
And America has a lot of resources, and that's why, they can learn outside of the education system and not really depend on the education system teaching them what they need to know about certain industries.
Because most of American education is based on America.
Yes.
That's where I think they messed it up. They don't do world teaching. For example, they don't prepare their students for the world. They prepare them to exceed or to excel in America. So you don't get for example, if you ask an American about geography, they only know American geography in most instances. They don't really know international geography. I was studying international relations. Even the word says international relations, but guess what? We really did American relations. I get taught how to defend yourself against the enemy, basically. But what you're really learning is how things are conducted internally. But we're not talking about America right now. We're talking about Africa.
Yes,
why should America always pop itself?
Hey, I'm American, so you know what I'm saying. I got to talk about America.
So, anyways, the reason why I was mentioning
but I'm going to be negative about America, about the education system.
The reason why I was mentioning the economy of a country is that we know that Nigeria is actually the top economic hub for Africa. But unfortunately, when it comes to the education system, it doesn't, because Nigeria is rated number 12 in Africa.
What? Nigeria rated number 12?
In Africa.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Even though their economy is actually the best in Africa. Yeah, with the GDP of over 477 billion.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought they was rated. I thought they were rated in the top 10. Yeah. Okay, number 12. But they're not bad.
And in the world, they actually 124th.
124th.
Best country in the world globally, which reflects really how Nigeria has fallen, because Nigeria has a very well-educated people.
Yes, they are. Very educated.
On that note, we're going to jump down to number 10 of the best country, the best African top 10 African countries' education system. And here comes number.
Can I say South Africa is number one?
Oh, before we get into us getting into it, we know we always get LJ's predictions. Go, go, go. Okay, that was supposed to be a clapping. Okay, so let's hear your prediction. Who do you think is in the top 5? Let's just do it.
I say South Africa is number 1.
So you're saying they take the crown?
They take the crown.
Okay.
I guess I'm biased a little bit. I love South Africa. I'm very biased. So I would say South Africa number 1. I would have to say, because they was the top 10 passports, the 2 countries, even though they're islands, but the two countries that was in the top 10 of passports, they probably in the top 5.
Do you remember what's the name of the country?
Malawi? No, not Malawi. Seychelles. And Mauritius, yes, Mauritius and Seychelles. Right. So they probably in the top 5 because they was in the top. They was the top 2 of the passports. And
I think we're gonna see that link as well of how the countries that are in the top 10 in passports, where they are more open to go out into the world, are actually ranking high in most things as well. So you could be right.
So I would say Kenya as well, but I don't know if they could be in the top 10. I would say Kenya is up there. I would say probably the 2 countries that's in South Africa, but and because the reason why they up there is because South Africa is up there. The reason why they will be up there because they probably adapt the South Africa philosophy in their education system.
Let's see.
So let's see.
Those are the predictions, and as a disclaimer, once again, LJ doesn't really know the answers.
This is how I like it too.
And this helps to also just get a genuine reaction as how you're going to be receiving it as well. So this is how you react. And so let's go. Let's get to number 10. Number 10 is
Namibia. Okay.
Namibia is rated the 10th in Africa, and is rated 52.7% globally.
Okay.
Yeah. 88.2% in terms of critical thinking and teaching. So their teaching style and critical thinking. So Namibia is number 10. So another thing about Namibia is that it focuses on improving access to education. That's their big focus, and teacher training.
Okay.
I think which is like key. Yeah, teacher training and just the curriculum are key. We've seen in the world global countries.
Yeah. I think the curriculum is very important. I think when you start the school, this is what I'm thinking about. Because as you begin to, you got to put a lot of time in like what curriculum you're gonna put it. Like even if just don't rush to put a curriculum together. Make sure you do your study and do a research. And now with ChatGPT, it can definitely help you and assist you to get the best curriculum possible for the students.
Number 9, Egypt. So North Africa is there.
Egypt. It wasn't in the top passports. It was not.
But it falls. It comes here.
Egypt.
So Egypt is actually rated number 99 best in the world.
Okay.
And with a 71% literacy rate, which is great.
Okay, that's
people
good.
Who can read and write.
That's good.
And 52.8 points, according to UNESCO, which is the United Nations something. Egypt. I will write here what UNESCO means. Okay. I forgot. I know it, but I forgot. Egypt is the 70th best country in the world in terms of digital skills.
Okay.
And offers compulsory and free education from age 6 to 15. So way to go, Egypt.
Way to go. See, I was thinking Egypt, but I didn't say it because it wasn't the top 10 passports.
10, yeah.
So I'm like, maybe it's not Egypt because I don't know. But I wanted to say Egypt so bad.
Egypt is what.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm very impressed about their literacy rate.
Okay.
71%.
Yeah,
71%
71%
very,
is
very
very well.
good. And number
8
is Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. Oh, where's that at?
Cape Verde is rated 8th in Africa.
Okay.
And the government runs a free education system. So free education is not so bad after all.
No.
As long as you do it well for your people.
Long the curriculum is good. Long you're thinking about not just to work, but also it's a how to list it approach. How to list it.
But the free education is actually for citizens who have attained 12 years, and it is mandatory for children aged 6 to 12. So it's from 6
to 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I'm impressed because it just come to show that it's not all paying
private
or paying that actually gets you good education. There are some really good
education as a case.
That you can get when that is free. Number
7. Yes, number 7.
Kenya.
Okay.
So well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Kenya. I was thinking.
So Kenya is the pride of East Africa and is rated number 95 best in global education system and has a 78.7% literacy rate.
71.
Kenya.
71.
78.7%.
That's
literacy
good.
rate. That is amazing.
That's amazing.
It is ranked 432 in digital skills globally, which is quite high. 21 in finding skills employees, and it has a 55.4 points for education efforts. So education is compulsory for Kenyans.
Yes.
From 6 to 17, you have to be in school.
Yes, you have to be in school.
At one point, South Africa wanted to put in a law that says if you don't go to school, they arrest your parents. I think that's a great law.
That is.
Children from a certain age,
yes.
if they're not at school, their parents get arrested.
Okay, I think they tried that crap too in America.
You think it's crap?
No, it's not.
I think
it didn't work though. I think they tried it.
Especially with these 2K kids. These 2000s.
I think they did try.
I don't think it'll work.
I think they did. They were talking about it, but it never went through.
I don't think it's gonna work as well in South Africa. These kids are out of hand.
Nah.
And they don't see the value of education like we did. So education, it is about 17.58% of its budgets allocated
to education. That's good.
17.58. I think that's excellent.
Yes, that's it. They pride on education, and that's good. You should allocate a lot to education. That's good
because that's almost 20%.
Yes,
of their GDP.
Well, America too. Most of their money go to military.
That's
safety.
The thing, because they have a lot of enemies, and I don't know why we keep bringing this country in Africa. America, stay out of Africa. Okay, stay out of Africa. Stay out.
Stay out. Okay.
So Kenya,
you got America here, so I gotta talk about it every now and then.
We're talking about my content.
I know, just like we talk about your content. If we talk about America, we gotta bring in Africa every now and then.
So Kenya emphasizes emphasis, sorry, is basically on access to education.
Okay.
So it really wants everybody to access education, and it makes strides in improving its quality. So every time they
get it. They get it. They understand the power of education.
Right. And number
6
is Botswana.
Botswana. Okay.
Botswana is actually ranked number 92 best in global education system.
Okay.
Very impressive.
Very
actually.
impressive.
76 best in Africa in terms of school life expectancy, as well as 678 best in the continent in teacher training globally, with a literacy rate of, I need a drum roll for this one. Botswana, I'm impressed. 88%.
88%.
In literacy.
What? 88%? That means majority of the people know how to read and write.
Right.
Majority of the people know how to read and write.
Impressed.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
So Botswana prioritizes education spending and relatively high literacy rate, which is 88%.
That's good.
Wow, it's really good. 88. That means 88% of the people
It can read and write.
So in other words,
can comprehend.
Right. In other words, out of 10, 8 or 9 out of 10 people can read and write.
8.8.
Well, I'm just trying to make it
Or
simple.
if you want to do it, you say 9. 9 out of 10.
Round
because
off,
it rounded off.
That's why I said 8 or 9.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Or you can say 8.5.
Because it's only 0.2% from 9.
Right.
So 9 out of 10. That's good. 9 people out of 10 can read or write. Can comprehend, read, and write. Can read, write, and comprehend.
Which is amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So only one person cannot.
Yeah.
Out of every 10 people, only one person cannot. That's not bad. That's good. I can't say that for America.
Yeah. You want us to find out what America's literacy?
No, we don't have to.
Okay, you don't want to be embarrassed.
Because we're gonna do American Nursery, right?
Okay.
Top 10 songs.
So number
5.
Algeria.
Who?
Algeria.
Okay,
So
close
then-
to Nigeria.
Algeria. Oh, you are so ready for Nigeria.
No, we know Nigeria number 12.
Number 12, yeah. So
But
Algeria.
similar names though.
Right. Algeria is ranked 88 best in global education system and 65 best African countries in school life expectancy globally. Besides, it is the 5th best in Africa. We already know that. And the literacy rate is 75%,
75%.
which is not bad.
Botswana better though.
Yeah. So Algeria runs a free education system.
Okay, which
Here
is
we go
good.
again, for its citizens until they turn 16.
I would like to know, how do they do the free educational system, giving people free education? That's
I
a
guess
good
they
question.
put in a lot of money in the education in terms of their budgets, and they just run a free education.
I wonder who paid for it.
Taxpayers.
Probably taxpayers. Yeah. 4.
South Africa.
What? Number 4?
South Africa is number 4.
Oh, wow. South Africa is number 4.
Yeah, it occupies the 4th position with an education system that has undergone some development and investment, with an estimated expenditure of 18% of their country's GDP.
Okay.
So not bad. They also put in 18% to improve its standard and global competitiveness. So we are number 4. South Africa has really had a lot of challenges in terms of education, because remember, we had what is called the Bantu education due to apartheid. So there's been a lot of transformation that they've been going through, because there was education just for black people, just for colored people, just for Indian people, just for white people.
It's like the same thing like America as well.
It was really categorized.
Yeah.
So they've really tried to make it one. So of course, there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, a long way to go. Especially those that went through apartheid, they probably literacy rate is not as high.
Of course.
So they didn't get the education that they should have received if it was not apartheid.
Right.
It's the same thing like America.
But I think one thing that is strong about South Africa is the infrastructure and the educational institutions. We actually have one of the best in Africa.
Okay.
So
one of the best.
One of the best. So that's why I guess we're ranking up there in the
Up
top
there,
5.
yeah. But I think because of that apartheid, it brings it down to number 4 because
the the system is still being
It's still being,
worked on because there was
At least they're working on it.
But it's been 30 years
At least they're working on it.
post apartheid.
At least they're working on it. Because I don't think America working on it.
They are. America is working on
They
it. That's
bring
why
it
that's
out
why they've
on
introduced
Other
charter schools.
Other
and
charter
all
schools.
that.
Yes, that's the only way. Not the public schools.
You
It's the
never know though, because you're not in education
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
right.
So.
That's true too.
So number
Three.
So
Number
in the
three.
top three,
Top three.
it's Mauritius.
Mauritius.
And like you said, these countries with the high
Passports.
ranking in passports, they are actually up there. So the Mauritius gets the third positions. Education in Mauritius is compulsory. You must go to school, okay, until it reaches at least 16.
Okay.
Otherwise, you probably have means on how to keep that going, because how do you make sure that kids go to school? They probably have some laws installed, but it emphasizes on universal access to education and high quality teaching. So their teachers are of high quality.
And
What helps is the
as
population
an
as
island-
well.
Yes,
because the population in islands is not high,
Yeah.
So they have a lower population. So you can manage a million people versus 54 million people.
Yes.
Tunisia.
Tunisia. Okay.
Yeah. It's number 2 in Africa. The country's education is also compulsory. So what I'm seeing is that when education is compulsory in that country,
Being serious, they're taking it serious.
they're taking it serious, and so it makes it go up the rankings, and it's accessible to all their citizens from school age until the child completes secondary school. So the government in Tunisia has really also invested 20% of its national budget in the sector education. So not 18, not 17 point whatever, 20%. That's Tunisia. Also prioritizes investing in teachers and curriculum development.
Curriculum development. Yeah, that's good. That's very important. Teachers, quality teachers, and curriculum development. Very
But what I'm
important.
not seeing is creativity like the other
I
countries.
know. Yes, that's where they're lacking.
Yeah,
The creativity,
and
critical thinking, and thinking outside the box. That's where they lack. Yeah, that's very important.
and maybe that's why they're so low in terms of the world ranking.
Yes. Because they need to adapt those philosophy. That's very important. You want people to be critical think
thinkers,
and
think
out of the box. Yeah.
Right now, I think most African countries, they still believe in criminology.
Yeah, criminology. Yes.
If that's such a word, but in making people cram the textbook and regurgitate it. So we've seen that is not the best.
No, that's not the
way
best,
to go.
no.
But countries like Singapore, which is the best in the world in terms of their education system, we found that it's because they allow children to be children. They incorporate hands-on and theory and creative thinking and all those nice things.
Yeah, it's just like that's why sometimes homeschool is great too, because you allow the children to be them and to think outside the box. You get them assigned when they're done. That's it. So you're able to be hands-on. There's no pressure. You're able to be hands-on. You do the work. They get them assignments probably from out the house.
And we've also seen also the testing, the standardized testing has not worked, but most of these countries, they actually do standardized testing.
Again, it goes back to it's by design. It's to keep you in the box.
Right.
In the box.
So let's go to number 1, and number 1 is Seychelles.
Seychelles
take the number 1 spot again. But I'm not happy about Seychelles because Seychelles is not really in Africa. It's an island, right? But it's an African island. Okay, whatever. So Seychelles is actually the best ranked country in Africa. I don't even know why they call it country.
Hey, take. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, though. Take that. It's
we'll
not in
take
Africa, but you know what? Hey, it's number 1.
I wonder if they call themselves Africans. Anyways, It's the only African country in the top 50 education systems in the world. And it's ranked 43 ahead of Ukraine, Hungary, Russia, and UAE, United Arab Emirates. So it's above all those countries. It's also ranked 28th globally for critical thinking. So critical thinking is there. And teaching. Maybe that's why it's ranking high.
Yes, critical thinking. Probably thinking outside the box.
Right. And 34 for graduate skill sets.
Okay.
So it prepares its graduates really well. Seychelles is the first African country to accomplish the UNESCO education for all aims fully. So, Seychelles is really doing, setting the standard for Africa.
Yes.
And another thing, it's known for high literacy rates. So I don't really have the number right now, but their literacy rate is really high. I'll have it on the screen. And significant investment in education. So they invest heavily in education.
Yes.
Hence, they are number one in the continent.
Yes. So definitely.
And fall in the top 50 in the world.
So if you want to break the top 10 in the world, you got the critical thinking, the outside the box, the flexibility,
investing in teachers.
Investing in teachings,
I think that's
investing in the
another big
curriculum. That's going to play a role.
Curriculum as well. Yeah.
Flexibility, allowing the children not to be in this box allow them to use the creativity. Creativity innovation. Not only use the creativity and innovation.
Yeah,
the STEM
as well. We didn't put out a lot of notes, but I'm sure these countries that go in the top that are in the top 10, they put some emphasis on STEM because STEM is groundbreaking for the world. I mean, it's what allows the researchers,
the engineers, the technologies,
all of those people.
The math to do what's going on in the world today with the AI, with the building. These are math majors, these are engineers, and these are technology people. So that's why STEM is very important because they don't want that building the roads, they don't want that building the architecture of the countries. Dubai, it's the math majors, the engineers, and technology people.
Actually, I just found their literacy rate. Seychelles has 96%.
96?
Which is just
wow,
amazing.
That's amazing.
96%.
That means majority of the people in that country is illiterate. It's
not
0.4.
illiterate.
Illiterate.
No, illiterate you can't read it.
Literate. 4% is illiterate. That's impressive. That's impressive. 4.4% is illiterate. Man.
I was surprised not to see Zimbabwe because Zimbabwe, the education's, they well educated. Maybe the system, like we said, there's a difference. The system maybe is not that great because of what they've gone through, but still they're very well educated people. Zimbabwe.
It's the system. It's training. It's the training that we're looking at. Not if they educated or not. Because a lot of times you can get educated by outside sources. Just like America. The reason why you got the America do so well in the economy because it's not what they learn inside the school, it's what they learn outside the school.
And I was surprised not to see West Africans because they're well educated as well. So. Like we said, this is a recent research from the sources.
Be something scholars. Be scholars.
Yeah. So, but it doesn't mean that it is what it is. It doesn't make it like the only resources. I mean, the only facts out there. But that's what we came up with. We would like to say if you enjoyed this video, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a long way. And if you didn't catch this on YouTube, I don't know why I'm choking. If you didn't catch this on YouTube, you can catch it on our audio platforms. And also we like you to leave a comment and tell us which country were you surprised that it was not in the list and which country you're from and what you think about this rating. On that note, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in.
Yes, and share the episode to someone else that you know. Share it to a friend. Like my old wife said, your enemy, your frenemies.
Anybody who cares.
Yes. And we like to say, if you enjoy this episode, check out the next episode we have for you. We want to thank you, and you're welcome to join the community of the Next Opportunity Window, as well as if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, join the 6-month mentorship boot camp where we're here to learn, grow, and you're here to know more about business. We thank you.
We're learning.
Yes, we're learning. Like we always say, we sign it off with deuces. Peace.